What do you do if everybody starts laughing at you? All your friends, all your family, they're like, dude, this is dumb, right? I can't believe you're starting a YouTube channel. You're not this person. You're not that person. You're not that. How do you deal with the fear of that happening before it even happens? Let's talk about it today. So today we're talking about the fear, right? The fear of what others are going to think about what you're doing. The fear of comments that are bad in the comments section, like this guy's an idiot or this lady's crazy or whatever, or they're wrong. Everything they say is wrong. Blah, blah, blah. Listen, especially for the over 50 crowd, let's just be honest, okay? We're not afraid of strangers. We're not afraid of feedback. What we're afraid of is our family, our profession, our kids, all of their opinions. And quite honestly, that's absolutely normal, right? Here's the challenge, though, quite honestly. Is it really something you need to worry about? If it hasn't happened yet, and as adults that are over 50, we all know as a matter of fact that if it hasn't happened yet, you can't necessarily say it's going to happen because there's been crazy junk that's happened over my lifetime that I would have never thought would have happened. And there's other stuff that I swore would have happened that has never substantiated. So let's just be fair about the whole thing, okay? You have a fear about something that does not exist yet. I know what that feels like. I did the exact same thing. I thought, man, no one's going to watch my videos. And when they do, they're just going to think I'm crazy and that I don't know what I'm doing. I don't know what I'm talking about. Or that I'm just like every other creator out there. Maybe my topic is the same as some other creators, but what I bring to the table, that's different because it's my opinion. It's my viewpoint. Nobody else has my viewpoint. I mean, we may agree on things, but who else has the same exact viewpoint as me? Nobody I've ever met at 54. So, there's that, right? So, quite honestly, the fear for professionalism and the fear for family is caring about your work being the videos that you're making. Okay. So you care about the quality of your work. That's not a bad thing. But being authentic in front of a camera is 2,000 times harder than being authentic on a stage, which is 2,000 times harder than being authentic when you're having a one on one conversation with somebody. Let's just be honest about it, right? That's just the way it is. But be authentic. Make sure that you are who you are. You're not there to entertain. Remember, you are a documentarian, okay? And documentarians don't entertain, they provide information. And that's what you are striving for. So, over and above that, let's move on to the next one, which is the 99-1 rule. Okay. 99% of your audience will be supportive, 1% will be loud. Now, we all know how this works. We've seen it in our society, especially in the United States. The 1% that's the loudest gets all the media attention. Try changing that. Try changing that for what you want to see out of your videos. And what I mean by that is that, okay, 99% are going to be supportive. So I'm going to answer every single one of those comments that I can within reason, right? And when I say within reason, if you get 550 comments in one day, you may not get to all the comments to say thank you or to say this or to say that, or you may have that time on your hands and this may be a great opportunity for you to do that. I don't know that specific situation. So let's just say, for instance, you're able to answer half of those. So you look at all the positives and then the negative ones or the random ones or the ones that are out there. I got to tell you, I'll give you a real example. I had somebody come in and say, this guy is just vomiting from the mouth and saying stuff that doesn't make a difference and doesn't help this and that. And I contemplated whether or not to even answer that. And I found that for me, answering it would help me move past it. That's just my personal way. Some people say they'll just ignore it completely and move on. Some people will delete those comments. I don't delete those comments. I leave them out there. But I answered this guy. I answered this guy and I just flat out said, "Thank you for your comment. I hope you have a great day." That's it. That's all I did. Listen, I was able to write it off. Check mark. I answered it, answered my critics. Next. Since that comment, I have decided that any of the comments that I get, I just don't care about that are negative. I'm going to read them because I'm looking for constructive criticism, but I'm not looking for validation from the critics. Validation from a critic does not exist. Okay. I don't care who you are. You can have the best movie critic in the world, and they're going to say, "We loved this, and hated this." It's still a critic. They don't ever love everything. So, wow. That was a keyboard that I just flung. Um, so you have to just kind of get over it, right? You just have to kind of move past it. And that's difficult to do. It takes a different mindset. But listen, we're mature people. We know how to do this. We've had to do it before. And if you've never had to move past negativity in your life, I'm gonna call you a liar because you are. And you need to be honest with yourself. You've moved past negativity in your life because we all have. All right. So you move on it, right? There are several strategies to how you can post without putting yourself completely out there up front. One of them is don't make super long videos up front. And I truly believe that. I believe if you can make a video that's between 5 and 8 minutes long up front, 5 minutes to 8 minutes is not a long time. 5 minutes to 8 minutes long right up front. And then I believe you post video. You post it. You put the video out there. Cut off the front, cut off the back. Like I said before, boom, done, next, right? So why do I think that's important? Well, I think other strategies out there of, hey, just put a logo on the screen and post only the audio and see what your feedback gets you kind of defeats the purpose of learning how to handle feedback, in my opinion. Listen, I didn't post audio for all of these videos before I posted them. I just posted them. I'm just posting them one by one every single week. I'm posting a video, right? And so I am filming them ahead of time. It gives me a little bit of leeway in that if I stutter, if I not only knock my keyboard over, but I, kill a glass or something like that, I can pause the video back up to where I was, cut it, edit it, and move on. But for the most part, as you can tell, because I didn't cut out the keyboard whack that I did, it's just, it's who I am. I'm clumsy. I'm an oaf. I bumped into stuff. I'm a bull in a china shop. That's just who I am. So why would I want you to think anything different of me? Like this guy tries to polish everything. No, I don't. I don't try to polish anything, quite honestly. All right. So we've gotten to that point. Now I'm going to tell you who you're trying to impress the most. In your first year of YouTube, this is a big one. In your first year of YouTube, you're trying to impress your future self. You're trying to impress your future self. For me, this video here is for the next time that I get a crappy comment on one of my other videos and somebody says, "Man, you're just a waste of time and you're just repeating what everybody else says." Thanks. This is my way of saying, hey, future proof myself, right? So the biggest critic that I look at is me, honestly. What I do is I go back after a full year. I mean, I waited a full year. I just said it's going to be what it's going to be. A lot of people have a struggle with that, but I just decided that that's the way it was going to happen. So it's just going to be what it is for the first year. After the first year, I went and watched the first 5 videos that I made, and I wrote down notes. Man, you were nervous as junk. Just don't be nervous. Are you nervous anymore? Question mark. That is what I'm doing. I'm saying, okay, am I still that nervous wreck when I get in front of the camera? I don't think I am. I hope I'm not. But I'm definitely not the guy who sat in front of the camera the first time knowing I was going to post this thing and dripping sweat because my anxiety was off the hook, right? So I have improved over time. It has taken time, as I've expressed before. It always takes time, but your future self is who you're really trying to get as your main critic. All right, so I'm looking at my notes, like I said before. Pre-acknowledge the pain, understand that the troll is out there and the troll is angry with life and is mad at something you're probably not what they're mad about, but they just need to scream at somebody. We've all seen these people. Listen, no offense to anybody that may be out there, but I've walked the streets of downtown Seattle. There's people out there that are screaming at people for no reason, right? New York City, same thing. Oklahoma City, we got the same thing. So, it's that type of thing, give two simple responses, the mute and block button. Mute, don't want to hear this person anymore. Like I said, I don't delete those comments anymore. But if I had one person that was coming back to my channel and consistently spewing anger and hate and discontent, I would probably block the person. I would, because I don't want the rest of the audience to have to deal with their junk, right? But I haven't gotten to that point. The second one is thank you and delete, or thank you and move on, which is what I told you I did. Thanks for your message. I appreciate it. Thanks for your comment. Have a nice day. It just helped me move past it, right? So the big thing about this is it takes practice. Getting over your fear takes practice. Here's what I want you to try and focus on. And before I tell you that last focus, because we're rolling up on the end of the video, please remember to like, share, subscribe. It helps me get this video out to others that may be looking for it. And I greatly appreciate every one of you as my audience, right? I am trying to hit 5,000 subscribers to 10,000 subscribers within 1 year. I'm just trying to see if I can do it, right? And this type of video is where I'm trying to see if it works. And hey, be a part of the experiment or don't. But I would appreciate it because, it's kind of nice to see that. Um, Here's the thing: practice. Practice, 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 practice. Go out to Facebook, look at any post that you disagree with, go look at every comment in there. You're going to be ticked off by the time you're done, probably like, this is stupid, blah, 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 blah. Listen, it's just going to give you the confidence to say, I read it, I moved on, I'm an adult, thank you, right? And that's really what you want to do. So, in the comments below, what is your biggest fear? What is your biggest fear? Is it that your kids will see this and they'll laugh at you? Is it that the rest of your family members will be like, man, you're a clown? Is it that, your community will say, your community being your friends, your professional life, etc. Are you afraid of losing your job for what you're going to talk about? Are you afraid for your boss seeing it and going, dude, what are you doing? And I say, dude, I mean men or women. But you know, drop a comment down there. Tell me what your biggest fear is. And thanks for watching this video. I greatly appreciate it. More are coming every single week for the entire year of 2026, and then we'll loop it around and figure out what comes next. Thanks, everybody. Take care.